and watching football. So hopefully this makes up for it. I'm going to be playing some, just right now, going to do some offline games. Hopefully my friend Cole wants to do this. We're going to do the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if you guys watched that game. Great game. Great game. It was good. It was a good game. We oh no, I don't want on rookie. Why am I on rookie? There we go. Then we're going to do 15-minute quarters. Yeah, 4:15. I'll do it at 6:30. Might as well. I know it wasn't a 6:30 game, but hey. Oh, man.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Bryant's Cowboys going up against Browns Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the north shore of Pittsburgh and Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we head it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So getting set to go on offense, Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 10, albeit in a loss. Over 400 yards for Ben Roethlisberger, Charles. 3 touchdowns and no interceptions.
You kind of run out of superlatives when you're talking about Ben Roethlisberger, don't you? I mean, they put up 30 points in the game. Usually that's enough to win. So when you have Big Ben back there controlling things, able to go through his progressions, find receivers, spread the ball around, in addition to a little bit of wizardry, huh? How about the fake spike?
Yeah.
And then throwing the touchdown pass to Antonio Brown. Beautiful play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Against the Cowboys, Bell 57 on the ground, 77 through the air, and a touchdown at each department.
His versatility is so good and so strong. It's a lesson for running backs everywhere. Yeah, of course you want to carry the ball. That's your number one thing. But the ability to split out, catch passes, hurt a defense that way allows you to pile up numbers to help your team. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down.
Le'Veon Bell ain't going
Officially
nowhere.
no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches.
Dude, that's the best offensive line you can see in your life.
Because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times. And they operate as a terrific unit.
The rookie duo from Dak and Elliott.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Now he'll let it go. Now a bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's a pick, Artie Burns. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Steelers, they get ready to roll again on offense, and they're reeling. They're on a 4-game losing streak, Charles. They were 4-1, now 4-5. What do you make of the Steelers at this point?
Well, some of it comes down to health. Remember, Big Ben missed a game when he got hurt.
Shit.
And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So they're operating in the red zone. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Durant.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. You know, last week, Charles, I asked you about this Dallas defense. What do you make of them? 8-1, so much hype about the offense. Let's turn it defensive.
And they're a defense that really doesn't care about who gets the credit. And I know that's one of those great cliches, but they don't have that superstar that everyone just latches onto, except maybe Sean Lee, their linebacker, who I think is a marvelous player all over the field when he's out there. But also, in this game, was a return to the Pittsburgh area where he grew up and grew up a Steelers fan. It had to be very sweet for him to take away a victory.
Exactly. Get to 8-1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. On now, Chris Boswell. He was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 30-point lead.
I hope Boswell's kick is good.
So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Here comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, was a Pro Bowl guy, a first-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, first-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, first-round pick. No accident, they're all Pro Bowlers and all pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary is playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a first-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave.
We're going to go run with the Wildcat. We're going to go Wildcat this time. Just because we've done so well with it, we're going to go Wildcat jet sweep.
QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. Now the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Damn, he did so well the other day with that play.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Here's Prescott. Buying time.
Oh, my God.
And he's brought down. The 2014 Pro Bowler, Lawrence Timmons, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
Marcus Wheaton, Sammy Coates, and Antonio Brown are Ben's go-to guys. That's the only guys we have. Boom, bitch.
Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula. And
we're not letting you do this, Ben. We saw your plays.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I go all the way back to college with Le'Veon Bell. One of the better body transformations I've seen, from a big, thick power back to the guy we see now who can do everything.
And 2 years ago, of course, last year the injury, but 2 years ago over 1,300 yards, I think. Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And
he literally just threw it right to me. Boom.
Football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Prescott. And it pops.
Yes.
Collision there, jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Dancing to his left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Try to get
oh my God. It's just an interception fest, guys.
Back down to about the 12-yard line. And now back onto the field, here comes the Cowboys defense. They got a little steam falling
now, because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
This is Bell, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Mark
Every time he looks up, Somebody's
Harry
there
Church is coming
defensively.
for you,
That was
boy.
the same case on that play. Give him 7
Don't even
on the
think
play,
about it.
and
Same
that'll make
blitz.
it 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial.
And he's going to take it in.
I think I might challenge that.
Ladarius Green from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. All right, so the time over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it
Alright,
all comes back to the
I have
head
to do
coach. He
something
has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Alright, we're going to try running it again, because this is not going to work. This is not going to go.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage
My
on the play.
God,
Back at his
I
own
can't run to
19-yard
save
line.
my life
That's going
today.
to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit.
Dak
Marty,
already has
because that
2
was a
picks.
safety that crashed in there
Not
and
even
made
right.
that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
He's got time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh my
He's
God.
unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold
Man,
on.
I haven't made a damn pass the whole game.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken.
Try the
by
Wildcat
offense.
again, because this is the only thing I can
Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
even think
They'll come up
about.
now in the Wildcat package. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat.
No,
Losing 6
Jesus.
yards there to bring up 4th.
This is literally so
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Oh
It's
my
incomplete.
God.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably.
Alright, I ain't playing any more of this. I'm sorry guys, you might call me a pussy, but I'm getting really frustrated. I can't make a damn pass to save my life, so if you guys like to save content, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I know I'm ending stream. I'm getting really pissed off, so yeah.